27 hearts beat.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. Today is September 16th. We just wrapped up this week's track workout. If you haven't been watching these videos, the track workouts we've been doing recently is a 1 mile warm-up, 4 400-meter sprints, then a 1 mile cool down. Next week, I think the distances are going to increase on the sprints. The repetitions of it, we're gonna do a few more 400-meter sprints than just 4. But yeah, it's a little wet out here. If you can't tell, if you couldn't tell during this time lapse I had to get a time lapse. I know that can be kind of boring or repetitive, but it's raining. It was pouring down earlier whenever I started this run. I didn't want to ruin my camera because my camera gets ruined. I don't know how I'm gonna document this, but yeah, we're gonna go home, clean up, dry off, and probably head to the gym. All right, so we just finished that track workout, obviously. Now we're gonna jump into this leg workout. Honestly, don't want to be here, but to be where we want to be, it's so much about just showing up even whenever you don't want to. So let's jump into this commentary.
Okay guys, so we're gonna start off this workout with some narrow stance goblet squats. You notice here I'm standing on a 25-pound plate. This is gonna help with ankle mobility. If you have low ankle mobility, it'll help you get a deeper squat. This is obviously a quad focused movement, and we're focused on keeping the weight close to us and keeping our chest up throughout the entire movement. The second movement is going to be some single leg hamstring curls. Incorporating some unilateral movements, meaning we're working one side at a time, will help prevent imbalances or correct any imbalances if you have them. And with this, we're just focusing on getting a full range of motion and controlling the weight throughout the entire movement. As you can tell, we're jumping from a quad focused movement to a hamstring focused movement. Lunges are really good for developing balance, coordination, and stabilization. And again, we're focusing on keeping our chest up and really just going slow and controlled. Next exercise is going to be just seated hamstring curl. And this is super simple. We just want to make sure we're staying locked in. I like put my hands at my butt right here. Just make sure we're locked in with the machine, controlling the weight throughout the entire movement. I said that so many times in this workout, but it's so important. Next, we're gonna jump into 3 sets of the leg press. Notice how I'm pushing with my feet. You sometimes see my toes come off of the machine. Really a cue I like to use to make sure we're like driving through our heels. Another thing we're going to try to focus on and try to avoid is letting our knees collapse inward and come in towards each other. We want to avoid that. The last exercise is going to be some standing calf raises. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of people in the gym, they're bouncing while they're doing calves. And maybe you can do that as you're finishing, like getting a last couple reps out. But throughout the majority of this movement, you want to control it throughout the entire movement, treat it like any other muscle group. And yeah, that's pretty much this workout. Let's jump into the rest of the video.
Breakfast. Ooh, okay, so this morning we have a 6 mile run. Putting my shoes on right now. Probably need to clean my damn shoes too, throw them in the washer or something. But we're gonna get this 6 mile run done. Do a little warm up before the run, but I'll probably see you after the run. I don't know how to really record these runs. If you have any ideas on how to record the runs, let me know, but trying not to be too repetitive with the time lapses and all that good stuff. Yeah, if you know a good way to record these runs instead of just strapping a GoPro on me, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this 6 mile run. I'll see you after it. Okay, so we're 4 miles in today's 6 mile run. Look at this. Find your route. You enjoy running? I love this shit. Okay, so we finished this morning's run. I'll put that on the screen. I don't know what it is about 6 miles. Maybe because I'm just not respecting it, which I should, but I'm not respecting it because I'm like, oh, 6 miles isn't long. I've got 13 miles on Saturday, and then 6 miles kicks my ass the past 2 weeks. Probably put some respect on 6 miles. Okay, let's get into the topic of this video, but first, give me a second. First, had to get some Chick-fil-A, you know? Dude, you know, always have to go with the spicy sandwich. Dude, if you don't like the spicy sandwich, you should probably reevaluate what you're doing. But also trying to stay on the lower calorie side, so we got a grilled sandwich. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy these, and then let's get into the topic of this video. All right. Okay guys, now let's get into the topic of this video, how I am balancing running and lifting and it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic, but I've got pretty much 2 priorities right now as we do this marathon prep. And one is the marathon prep. Marathon prep is priority number 1, and the second priority is maintaining as much muscle as I possibly can while doing this marathon prep. Okay, so the audio in that clip was trash because of the wind, so I'm gonna redo it so you guys don't have to listen to the trash audio. Okay, so as I mentioned, my priorities right now are 1 is the marathon, priority number 1, and then 2 is gonna be maintaining as much muscle as we can right now. And how we're gonna maintain as much muscle as we possibly can, we're gonna be doing these few tips. Okay, tip number 1 is gonna be we're gonna continue going to the gym, we're gonna continue lifting heavy, giving our muscles a reason to stay. Tip number 2 is going to be making sure we have a sufficient amount of protein. I'm going by a good rule of thumb of 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. So right now at 195, we're going to be getting at least like 195 grams of protein every single day. It's not like an every other day thing or 5 days a week. It's like every single day. You really have to be consistent. And number 3 is going to be just making sure we eat enough calories. Our total daily energy expenditure is going to be up. We're going to be burning way more calories. So we're gonna have to make sure we eat enough calories to compensate for that, because we don't want to shrivel up. That's the last thing we want to do. Again, our second priority is maintaining as much muscle as we can. As far as like balancing running and lifting, I wouldn't say it's 50-50. I'd say about 70% of all my effort is going into the running, 30% is going into lifting. Could I be a better runner if I gave 110% into the running and not worried about the lifting so much? Yeah, but that's not really my goal. My goal is to be like, to look like I go to the gym, you know, have muscle, be jacked, I don't know, and be able to run 10, 15 miles on a given day, like be fit enough to actually do that. I mean, I've been 225, I've been bigger than I am right now, and 3 miles would have killed my ass. So I really want to like focus on the fitness aspect of it, really pushing my fitness to a different level than it's been at, and that's how we're gonna do that. And that's not to say like it's gonna be like this all the time. 6 months from now, it could be completely different. But right now, since we have like the marathon in sight, January 31st, 20 weeks away from now, that's our focus. But that's how we're balancing running and lifting right now. It's not perfectly balanced. It's not 50-50, but it's at a sustainable pace for me right now to where like I can still prioritize running and I can still prioritize maintaining muscle, and that's how we're gonna do that. So hopefully you got some value from this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.